Guys, I am Matt Bentley. This is MMAFutures.com. I'm here with Jesse Rutherford. Jesse, tomorrow night you make your pro debut here at MCF 17 here in North Platte, Nebraska. You're going to be taking on Terry Van Hoosier, okay? Why don't you tell us a little bit about where you train out of at Skywalker 101, man?
Skywalker 101 is a boxing academy, but we also have a black belt jiu-jitsu coach, Scott Morton.
Stud,
who I'm a blue belt under, actually. So, yeah, we train a lot of mixed martial arts. We do a lot of wrestling, a lot of Muay Thai also, so pretty well-rounded gym.
Yeah, man, and when was your last fight, dude?
My last fight was January 5th of this year, actually, my last amateur fight.
Was where at, for who?
It was actually for Dynasty Combat Sports at the Pinnacle Bank.
Okay, and what was your amateur record?
My amateur record was 7 wins, 4 losses.
And what made you decide to, what inspired you to make the pro jump now?
I mean, I train 5, sometimes 6 days a week, sometimes twice a day, so why not get paid for it,
Yeah, man, I've always been a big believer, too, that, an amateur record shouldn't indicate whether or not you're ready for a pro career. You know what I'm saying? I value the amateurs that get out and fight often and fight the toughest guys that can come across, and I think more often than not they produce the best pros.
Definitely. I mean, and a lot of the guys that I fought as an amateur are already pro. They have winning records as pros. So, I mean, why not me?
How long have you had notice about this fight?
I found out about mid-January.
Okay, so you've had a couple months to prepare for this fight and kind of put a good camp in and prepare for Terry Van Hoosier. What do you know about him?
I don't know much. I know he has a lot of submission wins, but so do I. So I think it's going to be a submission battle.
Yeah, I mean, Terry always comes in shape. I've seen him fight a lot as an amateur. I've seen both of his pro fights, okay? Terry's he's a gamer, but he likes his jiu-jitsu, man. I mean, he doesn't have a problem being on his back. Do you feel more comfortable on your back or on top, or kind of where do you see this chess match taking place, dude?
I feel I'm going to dominate the top game. I mean, I have a good bottom game, but my top game's coming along pretty nicely, so I think that's where it'll end up.
Well, like you said, you got a well-rounded gym, okay? You got a couple solid coaches in Danny Molina and Scott Morton, okay? Obviously, you've got a handful of just up-and-coming teammates as amateurs and pros, okay? There's really one missing piece that determines whether or not you win this thing tomorrow, and that's what are you walking out to tomorrow night, buddy?
I'm walking out to Rush, closer to the heart.
There we go. A little Rush. You know what? I don't think I've ever watched anybody walk out to Rush. I can dig it, dude.
I came out to Rush in, I want to say, with my last victory fight. I came out to Rush Working Man.
Man, I must have just not heard. I commentated those fights. Really? Yeah, and I just must have not heard it, man. But yeah, that's dope. That's sweet, dude. Okay, so one more thing. Is there anything you want to say to your teammates, your friends, your family, the people watching at home? Any message you want to get out to them?
I just want to thank everybody for the support. I got a great support group, back at home. A lot of great teammates that are supporting me also. So a lot of consistent guys that are helping me in the gym. Just want to say thanks to everybody that's helping me out and supporting me.
Well, and I'll say this, man. I remember I tell people all the time, making my pro debut after a very long amateur career, like next to having my kids, was probably the greatest. That walkout, probably the greatest moment of my life. I fought several pro fights after that, but that first time walking out as a pro, make sure you enjoy every single moment of that, brother.
Definitely. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys, this is Jesse Rutherford. He's fighting out of Skywalker 101. Tomorrow night, he's making his pro debut here at MCF 17, and you can catch it live on MMAFutures.com.